The phrase, "the Russians are coming," can be considered an iconic phrase. It has been used to describe an event in which the Soviet Union was worried about an imminent attack. The 1949 movie, The Russians Are Coming, starring Alan Arkin and Eva Marie Saint, was based on this phrase. It focused on the threat of a surprise attack on an American town by Russian forces. During the Cold War, this was a period of high tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. The Russians were seen as a dangerous threat and there was fear of a possible attack. This fear was heightened by the nuclear arms race and the Cuban Missile Crisis. Many believed that the Russians were planning an invasion of the United States. In response to these fears, the United States and some of its allies implemented a massive buildup of military forces at home and abroad. In addition, there were political and diplomatic moves to contain the Soviet threat, such as the signing of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. Despite the buildup of forces, there was never a full-scale attack. However, the Russians' presence was still felt in other ways. For example, the Soviet Union used espionage to obtain military secrets from the United States and other countries. This provided them with information on new weapons and technologies. There were also regular instances of military encounters between Soviet and American forces. This included naval clashes and airspace violations by Soviet aircraft. In addition, the Soviet Union launched numerous propaganda campaigns against the United States. This included false reports of atrocities and other forms of hostility. While the phrase, "the Russians are coming," spread fear and panic during the Cold War, it was later used as a joke. After the fall of the Soviet Union, the phrase was used more often in a humorous way to describe events or situations where something scary is coming. The phrase has been used to describe events such as the approach of a powerful storm or the spread of the Zika virus. It can also be used to describe any situation where something is seen as a potential danger or threat. There have been various products and services that use the phrase, "the Russians are coming," in their titles or slogans. These include books, movies, video games, and other products. They often feature Russians as the protagonist or antagonist in some way. The phrase, "the Russians are coming," has also become an internet meme. It is often used to poke fun at events or situations that are seen as scary or threatening. Although the phrase is often used in a humorous or light-hearted way, it is still associated with the fear of a potential attack. Even though there was never a full-scale attack by the Russians, the phrase, "the Russians are coming," is still used to describe potential danger or danger that is coming. The phrase serves as a reminder of the fear and tension that was present during the Cold War. It is a reminder of the need to be prepared for potential threats. The phrase has become an iconic phrase that is used to represent fear, tension, and danger. It is also a reminder that it is important to be prepared for any possible threats that may arise. The phrase is also a reminder of the danger that the Soviet Union posed during the Cold War. It is a reminder of the need for vigilance and caution when dealing with potential threats. The phrase, "the Russians are coming," is also a reminder of the potential for a surprise attack. It is a reminder of the need to stay on guard and be prepared for any danger. The phrase is also a reminder of the strength and power of the United States during the Cold War. It is a reminder of how the United States was able to survive and ultimately prevail against the Soviet Union. The phrase, "The Russians are coming," is also a reminder of how the United States and its allies were able to contain the Soviet threat. It is a reminder of how the United States was able to contain the Soviet Union through diplomatic, economic, and military means.